In the early 20th century, the Boston and Maine Baking Company faced a major issue. Their rye and molasses bread became stale in just 8 days. The dense texture and lack of modern preservatives caused moisture loss, making it dry quickly. To solve this, B&M came up with a unique solution: canning the bread. This innovation allowed the bread to stay fresh longer, making it a perfect convenience food at a time when refrigeration was not common. The canned bread became a bestseller, especially during harsh winters when fresh bread wasn't always accessible. But as refrigeration became popular, canned bread faded into obscurity, becoming a nostalgic relic of simpler times when convenience trumped freshness. Today on The World of Food, we're opening up a time capsule, but instead of dusty old photos or letters, we're looking at something a little tastier, or at least we hope it was tasty back in the day. We're diving into 15 canned products that were once popular, but have since vanished from store shelves. So, grab your can opener and let's pop the lid on some culinary history.
I'll bet they won't have... Wow, they have it! Canned bread!
Let's start with some childhood classics. These were the canned goods that you begged your parents to buy, or, in some cases, begged them not to buy. In the 1980s, Chef Boyardee capitalized on the Smurf's craze by introducing Smurf-shaped pasta and tomato sauce, combining two things kids loved: fun food and their favorite blue cartoon characters. At the height of Smurf mania, this product was a hit with children who eagerly slurped up pasta shaped like Papa Smurf, Smurfette, and their mushroom-shaped houses. The can's bright, colorful packaging made it a standout on grocery store shelves, and parents appreciated the convenience of a quick, ready-to-eat meal. However, while kids adored the novelty, the product had a surprisingly short shelf life. As the Smurf's popularity waned and consumer tastes evolved, Chef Boyardee's Smurf pasta was quietly retired. It turned out that nostalgia wasn't enough to keep sales afloat in a market filled with growing competition from frozen meals and other convenience foods.
Chef Boyardee! It's Smurfy good for you.
This spicy Caribbean-inspired dish, Campbell's pepper pot soup, was a comfort food with a fascinating history. Known as the soup that won the Revolutionary War, it earned its iconic nickname because legend has it that George Washington's troops were served a version of this hearty stew during the harsh winter at Valley Forge. Packed with tripe, vegetables, and bold seasonings, it became a beloved staple in American kitchens for decades. However, as consumer preferences shifted toward lighter, less exotic flavors, and sales began to decline, Campbell's quietly retired this historic soup. Its discontinuation marked a sad day for soup enthusiasts and history buffs alike, leaving behind fond memories and empty bowls for those who loved its unique, peppery kick. Okay, this one technically wasn't a canned product, but it deserves a mention because it was just that memorable. Koogle, a quirky peanut butter spread introduced by Kraft in the 1970s, was unlike anything else at the time. It came in wild, unconventional flavors like banana, chocolate, cinnamon, and even vanilla. For kids, it was a lunchbox revolution. Finally, peanut butter wasn't just peanut butter, it was an adventure in a jar. Parents appreciated the novelty too, as it was an easy way to make school lunches more exciting. Koogle even had a catchy jingle: "Here comes Koogle with the kookiest taste." Despite its creativity and fun branding, Koogle couldn't sustain its popularity and was discontinued by the early 1980s. Maybe it was ahead of its time, or perhaps the flavors were just too niche. Either way, it remains a gem for those who grew up in the era of experimental food products. Campbell's Golden Mushroom Soup was once a kitchen hero, prized for its versatility in recipes. Its rich, savory flavor made it a key ingredient in casseroles, gravies, and sauces, giving dishes a hearty depth that cooks relied on for decades. It was especially beloved by home cooks, who appreciated its ability to elevate simple meals with ease. However, as trends shifted toward fresher, less processed ingredients and homemade alternatives, Golden Mushroom Soup began to lose its place in pantries. Eventually, it was retired, leaving casserole enthusiasts mourning the loss of this golden classic. Wrath Black Hawk Canned Bacon was a unique product that promised the convenience of preserved pork in a portable format. Introduced as a practical solution for campers, military rations, or even apocalyptic preppers, it offered fully cooked bacon that didn't require refrigeration, a game changer for its time. However, as vacuum-sealed, fresh bacon became widely available and more affordable, the need for canned bacon dwindled. While it may still have a niche appeal for survivalists, canned bacon largely faded into history, remembered as an odd yet innovative attempt to make everyone's favorite breakfast staple shelf-stable. Plum-rose canned pork rolls were a quirky and convenient option for those seeking ready-to-eat sliced pork. Packed neatly in a can, they offered a quick protein solution for sandwiches, salads, or charcuterie-style snacks. While the idea of pre-sliced shelf-stable pork was practical for its time, it lacked the freshness and appeal of deli counter meats. As consumer preferences shifted toward higher quality, freshly prepared options, plum-rose pork rolls struggled to keep up. Eventually, they disappeared from shelves, becoming a relic of a bygone era when canned goods reigned supreme in convenience and innovation. Today, they're remembered as a curious food experiment of the past. Libby's canned spaghetti was a quick and easy meal option long before frozen pasta dishes or fresh meal kits became the norm. With its soft noodles and tangy tomato sauce, it offered a simple, comforting dinner for busy families. Popular during an era when convenience foods were king, it saved countless parents from the hassle of cooking from scratch. However, as tastes evolved and fresher, higher quality pasta options entered the market, canned spaghetti began to lose its appeal. Despite its charm, it couldn't compete with modern alternatives. Eventually, sales declined. However, it still remains available in some supermarkets. Franco-American macaroni and cheese was a canned version of the beloved comfort food, offering a quick and easy meal for busy families. With its creamy, cheesy sauce and soft pasta, it became a go-to dinner for many in the mid-20th century. However, when Kraft's boxed mac and cheese hit the market with its distinctive powdered cheese mix and affordability, it quickly became the dominant choice for mac and cheese lovers. Despite its loyal following, Franco-American mac and cheese couldn't keep up with the competition and was eventually discontinued. A sad farewell to a cheesy classic. Dinty Moore is still famous for its hearty beef stew, but in the past, they also offered a canned version with meatballs. This unique twist on the classic stew was a convenient, ready-to-eat meal that appealed to many. However, as food trends shifted toward fresher, more modern options like frozen dinners and microwavable meals, Dinty Moore's meatball stew slowly faded from store shelves. Despite its short-lived run, it remains a nostalgic memory for those who enjoyed it.
Dinner, but I've got a hunch. Why wait for dinner? Have it for lunch.
Betty Crocker revolutionized baking with its canned frosting, a convenient, ready-to-use option that made decorating cakes and cupcakes faster and easier. It was a game changer for home bakers in the 1960s and 70s. However, when Pillsbury introduced frosting in tubs, which offered a smoother, creamier texture and easier spreading, canned frosting quickly became obsolete. While it was once a pantry staple, it faded away as consumers preferred the newer, more user-friendly tub options. Kraft canned caramel sauce was once a popular dessert topping, offering a quick and convenient way to drizzle sweet, gooey caramel over ice cream, cakes, and pies. It was a go-to pantry staple for anyone craving a fast, indulgent treat. However, as the demand for fresher, more natural alternatives grew, canned caramel sauce faded from the market. While caramel sauces are still widely available today, the canned version remains a sweet, nostalgic memory for those who remember it. Hormel is best known for its iconic beef chili, but at one point, they introduced a chicken chili variety. Despite being a unique offering, it never gained the same popularity or recognition as the classic beef version. Over time, the demand for chicken chili dwindled, and it quietly disappeared from store shelves. While beef chili enthusiasts weren't fazed by its departure, the chicken chili remains a forgotten chapter in Hormel's history of canned comfort food. If you grew up enjoying cream-chipped beef over toast, you might recall Morton's canned version of this classic dish. Popular in the mid-20th century, it provided a quick, easy meal for busy families. However, as tastes shifted toward fresher, more diverse food options, canned cream-chipped beef fell out of favor. Eventually, Morton's version disappeared, becoming a casualty of changing culinary trends. Today, it's remembered fondly by those who enjoyed this convenient comfort food in its heyday. Shoe peg corn, named for its unique peg-like shape, was once a pantry staple from Green Giant, prized for its sweet, tender kernels. It was often used in salads, side dishes, and casseroles. However, as frozen corn became more popular due to its freshness and longer shelf life, canned shoe peg corn gradually faded from store shelves. While still available in some specialty stores, this once popular variety has largely faded into obscurity, a nostalgic reminder of a time when canned goods ruled the kitchen. Do you think any of these products deserve a comeback? Imagine walking into your local grocery store and spotting a can of pepper pot soup or Franco-American mac and cheese. It's not impossible. Nostalgia has brought back other products, so why not these? And there you have it, 15 canned products that were once kitchen staples but are now relics of culinary history. Which of these do you remember? Were you a fan of canned spaghetti or maybe the infamous canned bacon? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a trip down memory lane. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep those memories fresh, even if the food isn't.